Hello Sagittarius, and welcome back to Bunny Cat's Oracle, or just welcome if it's your first time here. Wonderful to have you here. I will be doing a general tarot reading for October 2020, and I apologize, the readings are a little late this month. This October month has really just snuck up on me. I can't believe it's here, but I dig it. I love October. It's my favorite month. I'm really in my element this month. I'm going to start your reading with a little prayer and the lighting of a candle, as I do for all the readings here. So I light this candle for you, my Sagittarius friends and cross watchers, and I pray that everyone who clicks on this video today is healthy, happy, safe, protected, and making all your best dreams come true. And I'm going to put this aside. If you guys want to skip ahead through the shuffling and all the setup, it's fine. I will not be offended. If you want to stay, that's cool too. I will put the timestamp below in the description box for the start of the reading if you don't have the patience for this, okay? Oh, we got a couple cards wanting to pop out here. Ooh, some kind of change you're thinking about making that would really transform your life. I'm going to note that, but I'm going to put the cards back in and I'm going to keep shuffling. We're asking for messages for Sagittarius for October 2020. Messages for Sagittarius, please, for October 2020. Who dat? Ace of Pentacles. New project. October 2020 for Sagittarius, please. Okay, there we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Cat Tarot for the top line, using my unicorn playing cards for the middle line. Messages for Aries. Sorry, not Aries. I just did Aries. Sagittarius, please. My apologies. For my centaurs, October 2020. What messages do we have for my wonderful centaurs for October 2020? Please. A couple more shuffles here. For Sagittarians. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And turn these guys upright, and then I'm going to get one more line from my Alice in Wonderland Tarot. All right, now messages for my Sagittarians, please. October 2020. I saw the King of Swords trying to come out. Temperance. Somebody like transforming their lives and going through some healing. Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Okay. Feels good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm just going to fix them a little bit and make it nice. All right. Kind of doing a new spread here. Sort of made this up today, but I wouldn't doubt there is a spread that's almost exactly like this out there somewhere. So many different ways to do tarot. So what are we looking at today? We're going to look at your present energy. We're going to look at your past influences and events that are still affecting you this month. We're going to look at what's motivating you, energy coming in the near future, and we're also going to get some advice. So let's start with door number 1. Current energy. We have the Empress. Oh, beautiful. We've got the Three of Swords, and we've got the High Priestess. Wow. We have some serious feminine, intuitive energy going on here. And I don't think everybody watching the video here is necessarily female, but you're very in touch with this feminine part of you, feeling very sensitive, very sensitive. And I don't necessarily mean touchy, but maybe a little bit touchy, but very intuitive. With the High Priestess coming up, would be hard to get something by you this month. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. Again, you can be a man, and this reading can be for you. You don't have to be female to be in touch with your feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy about us, right? And we need to kind of balance those. And sometimes one force, is stronger than the others, right? But somebody who's very much in touch with their feelings, maybe feeling especially creative as well, maybe wanting to express yourself, wanting to heal some aspect of yourself as well. And I feel like this is going to be with you for some time. With the Empress, there's this idea of waiting. There's like a 9-month period. She's often shown pregnant, which doesn't mean you're necessarily going to have a baby, but it's almost like you're working on something. You could be working on a creative project, or you could just be having to be patient with yourself in some area. There's some sort of recent setback or heartbreak that's kind of weighing on you a little bit. I know of at least one Sagittarius who informed me that his beloved pet had died, and I think he was pretending everything was fine, doing his best to keep positive, but I was like, it's okay. You don't have to pretend. It's okay to grieve and heal. Like, that's incredibly painful to lose a pet, right? And I know Sagittarians have this like really positive energy about them and like to always be on the move, and here I am stereotyping again by zodiac sign, but you know what I mean. It's like it feels really vulnerable to allow yourself to just feel pain and grief and disappointment, but you do have to allow yourself to heal and work through those feelings, right? The only way out is through, and you'll get through it a lot faster if you allow yourself to feel it rather than trying to kind of suppress it. It wouldn't surprise me if some of you have actually lost someone recently, or gone through some sort of breakup, or I don't know, maybe thinking about a loved one who has departed. And I am very, very sorry if you have, if that does apply to you, but that would kind of explain why you may be feeling a little extra intuitive this month, more so than usual. We definitely get extra intuitive when someone close to us has passed. People often report, seeing angels, hearing, messages from spirit guides, having strange dreams where they're communicating with them. I remember when my cat died when I was in California, and God, it was so sad. It was so hard because I love that cat like she was my daughter, right? And for the first 3 months or so, I swear I still felt her at the foot of my bed. I heard her jump up, and I felt her little paws walking on the bed. And I would think for a moment, oh yeah, she's still here. Everything's fine. And then I would wake up and I'd realize, she's not. But it's like she was still with me, And okay, that sounds really woo-woo. But you know what? You're watching an Oracle channel on YouTube, and I'm here giving you a tarot reading. In place of life advice, and I don't know you, so we're not going to judge, okay? We're going to be open-minded. So if that is something that you're dealing with, I am very sorry, but I do see you allowing this situation not to break you, but to like open you up, like to open up your heart, to allow yourself to feel more compassionate towards other people, to allow yourself to maybe turn your pain into something creative, maybe write a song or a poem or do some art. And the things that hurt us, they make us better able to relate to our fellow humans, if that makes sense. You can be really a great influence in someone else's life when they're going through a similar thing that you've gone through. Whereas if you've never gone through that thing, you might not be able to relate, and you might not be the best friend in the situation. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. The 3 is like something small, by the way. It's minor arcana, and you're surrounded by 2 major arcana cards. So it's not like the end of the world, right? Like, this force is much more powerful than this force, if that makes sense to you, right? And it's also in your head. It's like about your thoughts. So you may be dealing with some rain clouds, but they will pass, They're just clouds, they dissipate. Let's look at your recent past influences. We have the Lovers. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have the 10 of Hearts. Wow. Oh, we have the Sun. Okay, so this is clear as day. There was a reunion in the past. It felt like a really, really happy family, extremely happy. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck, and the Lovers, the Sun is shining in the Lovers card as well. This is the card of the happy family, 10 of Hearts. So this is extremely clear. Recent past influence is a very, very happy family or happy union with a lover that's affected you deeply. And this may be something that is upsetting you currently, like if there was a breakup or even just like a misunderstanding. It could be, affecting you in the present, or somebody from your family or whom you considered to be family may have, departed, or something you're dealing with in the present that has to do with this love in the recent past. For some of you, this isn't related at all. It's just saying, you've got a really happy family or a really very loving reunion. A family doesn't have to be, 2.5 kids and a man and a woman. It can be you, living with your pets alone at home. It can be just you and a partner and a cat or a dog or a lizard. It can be you and another woman, another man. Like It can be just you on your own with a couple of roommates that you get along really well with. So whatever that means to you, right? But this has influenced you strongly, and it seems like a really incredibly positive force in your life. So I like it. Let's look at what's motivating you. Oh, Knight of Wands. Somebody's feeling sexy. 7 of Hearts. And the Ace of Flamingos. Wow, this is interesting. There's a really passionate energy here with the Knight of Wands. Just going to come out and say it. It is kind of known as the player card. It's also associated with Sagittarius, so this is affecting you. You may be wanting to get out there and, like, sow your seeds, so to speak. You may be really wanting to travel and go on an adventure. It must be really frustrating for you to not be able to travel so much these days. I kind of get the feeling you want to explore your options as well, and there's some sort of new idea. There's kind of like this clarity of thought, or you wanting to get clear on something. I'm also getting the sense of victory. This card is also associated with victory. Look at this flamingo wearing a crown. Ace of Swords here. Sort of like you want to win. There's something you want to win. 7 of Hearts in the playing card deck is about your wish fulfillment. It's saying, your wishes can come true. In the tarot, it's about options. It's about having a lot of options and being uncertain which one to choose. But I feel like you're very, very motivated right now to win in some sense, and I can't help but think like it's related to love. Maybe somebody you're thinking of, a romantic partner. Wanting to kind of rush in and make one last move and like win it. I don't know. For others, it might have to do with your work, but you seem to have a lot of energy to make it happen. Knight of Wands is extremely energetic, but it's a really fast energy, like easy come, easy go. Here today, gone tomorrow. Traveling this way and that, coming and going, picking up speed, making things happen really quickly. I like it. I'm going to take a look at your future energy. Let's see what's coming in for you. Door number 4. Ooh, we have the Ace of Wands. We got the 10 of Clubs. Oh, and we got the 10 of Diamonds. Okay, well, look at this. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 10s so far, and we already have 2 aces, and we're not even done yet. So there's like one cycle ending, one new cycle beginning. Let me get that word out of my mouth. Numerologically, that's a mouthful. The 10 and the 1 would be kind of the same. I mean, they're not the same, but they are. The 10 reduces to 1. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Every time you have an ending, you also have a new beginning. So every time you see a 10, you might as well think of Ace, because you end one cycle and then you start a new cycle, right? So I feel like you are ending something, you're starting something new. There's a lot of passion here, and there's this energy of winning, getting to the gold. This is your near future, so this is like what's coming in. This is a lot of wealth. The 10 of Oysters is everything that you would want. And also wealthy family. I feel like you've got family on the mind. You want to provide for more than one person, and whatever family means for you, it's not just about you. The 2 10s right next to each other, it feels really lucky. 3 10s, it feels like maybe you have some friends in high places as well. 10 of Clubs in the playing card system can represent an inheritance or a sudden windfall. And the 10 of Diamonds also talks about family legacies. So there's a strong likelihood that for some of you that you're getting some sort of inheritance. And for those of you where I felt that maybe you might have lost a loved one, this might kind of make sense. It's sort of like something really sad, but then something really good. It kind of, I wouldn't say it balances out. It's still really sad to lose a loved one, but you're coming into a whole new energy in your life because of some money that you get. This is not going to be for everyone, that interpretation. For others, when we look at the tarot meaning of the 10 of Clubs, it becomes a 10 of Wands, which feels like heavy, something really heavy, something burdensome, not in a bad way. It's like it's a lot of work, but it feels really good when it's done. It's worth it, right? It's like finishing some project that has really taken a lot out of you. You've put a lot into it. It was huge, but when you get to the end of it, it's awesome. And look at this cat in this Ace of Wands celebrating with this ribbon. Like, it feels to me like there's this very celebratory energy about getting to the end of some sort of project you've been working on. Ace of Wands is all about a new passion. So you could be wanting to celebrate with one person in particular. I can't help but think that you may have an empress on your mind. Or an emperor. With the Knight of Wands, I kind of got that vibe back here that there's somebody in particular that you want to win it with, you know what I mean? Or that you'd like to celebrate with, and you'd love to say, hey, look at what I've done. Like, I'm at this whole new level. Do you like me now? How do you like me now? But it does feel really positive. It feels like you're moving into a really nice time. Could be having, I want to say having some friends over for dinner, but careful with that. Maybe that's not the thing to do. Maybe you're just going to have your friends on Zoom and, just have an online drinking party. I don't know. Careful with the celebrating, but it does feel good. It feels like there's some really good energy available to you in October, even if you've been through some recent setbacks. We're looking at some advice here. Oh, we got 10 of Wands again. We got 5 of Diamonds. Oh my God, do you have 4 10s now? Okay. So there's serious ending energy, but there's also like a lot of good luck available to you. And I guess I'm not surprised about the endings. I don't know what that's about. It's going to be different for all of you, but there's a cycle, and you're not the first sign to get this sort of vibe about endings and new beginnings. Actually, I've seen this in several other readings that I've done today, so there may be a collective energy. I also feel like October is like this transformative month. There's a very transformative type of energy going on. It's like, we move officially from summer into fall. We see the colors of the leaves change drastically. The vibe is totally different. It went from, light and airy to like, dark and kind of scary, but in a fun way, right? And then the death card is here. We got Scorpio on the board, and I was thinking of Scorpio as like this transformative energy. We will be moving into Scorpio season soon. So something is transforming in your life. It's not a literal death, although for some of you there was an influence of death in your life. Something really almost sudden, almost shocking. It's like you're shedding some skin. And it's just something that has to happen. Like when a snake sheds its skin, it doesn't pick up the skin and then continue carrying it with them. Like it leaves it behind and it has new skin now. So you don't have to be scared. You don't have to worry. It's what you are shedding is something that you no longer need in your life, right? So don't worry about that. 5 of Diamonds, I see a supportive relationship here, or even several. There may be several friends, or at least one who is with you through thick and through thin. So you're not going to feel like you're all on your own, but you maybe are really kind of scared to make certain changes. But there are at least 1 or 2 people around you that are going to be there for you, and it's going to give you a real sense of strength. And then here we are again with the 10 of Wands. So this is double confirmation. So some kind of ending that you're finishing. It's saying, just get it done. Just get it done. You're going to feel really good when you get it done. The cat's really putting on his serious face here. I feel like you just maybe need to put on your serious face and just finish whatever it is that you're doing. It's going to feel really, really great. And don't be afraid to ask your friends for help if you need to. You do have some people here who can help you, so you can celebrate with them after, hopefully, maybe in some socially distanced way. Of course, I have to add that caveat. I'm trying to not talk about the pandemic on my video, but I can't help it. I don't want to give people bad advice, Let me get an oracle card for you, Sagittarius, to close out your reading today. This is from the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle. I'm loving it. What oracle messages do we have for our Sagittarius friends here? Oracle messages for the Centaurs. Oops. This one came up. Warrior Woman. I also have Boundaries. I don't know if I'm taking that. I'm just going to take the one. I'm going to take the top one. Warrior Woman. I like this. Have you answered your deepest calling? Now, this is cool. When I see this card, I think of the Queen of Swords. I also think of the Ace of Swords, which you have here, right? You have... it's like... It's one thing to win and be successful in some job that's conventionally seen as good, but it's another thing entirely to be successful in the career that you think is your soul calling, like doing what it is that you set out to do. You could have like the best job according to your friends and family, but if it's not really what you want to do, if it's not what makes you light up, it's not going to be nearly as satisfying as doing the thing that does make you light up. I feel like you are here holding the sword of truth and saying, like, look, I'm ready. I'm ready to wield this power. Oh my God, that's so intense. And like I said here earlier about finishing up one cycle so that you can start another one, it feels like you're coming out of a situation that feels so heavy and so burdensome and into a new situation that's going to make you feel so alive and free and fun, but also true. It's like you're speaking your truth, right? This is the sword of truth. So don't be afraid to make that change, my Sagittarians. I said that to somebody else today too. Looks very serious. I feel very serious with this. So I hope that helps. I hope that was at least entertaining for you, Sagittarius. Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. If you want to give me a like, if you liked this reading, I'd really appreciate it, but you don't have to. Let me know if you have other questions you'd like me to answer on this channel. I'd be curious to know that. And thanks again for joining me here today. It's been awesome having you, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye.